Hey guys, welcome in. If you're new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may be saying you and I'm talking to them. I may say them and I'm talking to you. So please put yourself in this story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are both fluid. So I could be talking about the recent past. I could also be speaking about the present and quite possibly even the future. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you'd like to book a personal more along the lines of your own personal story, all of my information can be found below in the description box. And my books are always open. I welcome you to join me for a session. Thank y'all so much for boosting my numbers. I see the numbers going up. My followers on TikTok are going up. The followers on Instagram are going up. I love it. Love it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. Let's jump in and see what Spirit wants to talk about today. It's been a few days since I've recorded or since I've even touched the cards. I was down with the cooties for a couple of days, so I decided to wait until I felt better before I decided to toss some cards again. All right, so let's just jump into the energy and see what Spirit wants to talk about today. All right. Hope everybody is doing well. All right. Hey. No, I'm not taking all of those. Just give me 2 cards, please. Thank you. Hey. All right. Let's get into it. Okay. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, so current present energy. I've got some people here that are moving away from. Of course, you know I always see things in 2 different ways. Blame it on the Libra, on my Libra moon, because I definitely can see all sides of the story. So, I see a situation here where we definitely have cycles that may be closing out, and I feel like it's due to the fact that you're finally moving away from something. So we have some people that may be moving to, again, 2 stories. People that are moving away from certain groups. Could be family, could be a friend group. A group that you're already embedded in. So there could be some people that are moving away from the group, particularly if the group is no longer resonating for you. For others, I see people definitely moving away from situations, but moving towards their actual tribe. So you could be leaving one group and moving towards another. Okay. Part of the dilemma for some may be kind of in the energy of receptivity. So this talks to me about being open, and I'm kind of getting that in other places here. Being open to what's happening right now. I kind of feel like this is collective, like for my collective. So this feels like if you've got good things that are coming to you, and you're still in a space of questioning like why this is happening, I'm getting the energy like you just need to be in the state of receptivity. I think I've said that like maybe 2 or 3 readings ago. And it's about being very present, staying very present in your experience, like not focusing on the past, not focusing, you're not looking at the past because the past has already happened. You can't do anything with that. Not really too heavily focused on the future because the future is not here. You miss the opportunities by focusing elsewhere if you're not focusing on the present. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to just, there's no real action that needs to be taken on your part. It's really about just being open to receive what is happening in the present moment. Now, this also could be for those people who are, if you find yourself in the group that's being walked away from, the lesson here for that group is for just kind of understanding what's happening, and there's really not a lot that you can do about the current circumstance. It's about really accepting is what I'm hearing, acceptance. Okay. Now, part of the lesson here for some has to do with really understanding what it is that would truly make you happy. Because I'm getting here that for some of you, you may not really have a clue. Which is kind of interesting, because the way I'm looking at this, and I'm being drawn to discuss certain aspects of the Ten of Cups. And when I see like the Hermit and the Ten of Cups show up together sometimes, for me, and even when I just see the Hermit, just because you're going within to seek the answers, and I am inviting you to really hone in on what that Ten of Cups looks like for you, because the Ten of Cups for one person is not going to look like the Ten of Cups for the next person. Okay, so this is really about understanding what it is that you want and how you want your life to be and what you want it to look like. I think part of the lesson here is understanding what that is, what it is that you want in your life, and how you wish to manifest that kind of happiness. Now, from the bottom of the deck, this is also because I do see some things that are lining up for you. And again, I feel like you're being encouraged, number one, to remember the intentions behind the choices that you make. I choose to move in very intentional ways so that I know, if I'm going to do this, I'm doing it for a very specific reason. I'm not just moving just to be moving, right? So this, I feel like in order for certain things to line up for you, I do see a little element of fear of moving forward for some. And Spirit is trying to encourage you to remember why. Remember the why. Think about the intentions and what it was that you wish to manifest, and move from that space. Move from the space of intention, of understanding what it is that you want and how you want things to play out. Things are starting to line up for you, but you have to not be afraid to take those steps forward. Okay. I am also seeing too, which I really love, I feel like you're in a very grounded space. I kind of feel as though, or if you're not in a grounded space, this could also be just kind of telling you to, in certain situations, there's a need for you to step back. As I'm looking to this time to go in the tribe, there's a need for you to kind of take a step back and look down at the situation from a very rooted and grounded space. You being rooted and grounded, but also having the higher elevated view of seeing things from a larger scope. Okay, not looking at things in a very, pigeonhole kind of way. You're not looking at it from a very narrow perspective, but looking at it from a broad perspective, because now you're looking at it from up here, And I feel like once you decided or realized that maybe there were certain associations or certain connections that were unequally yoked. So it's giving me like, by taking a couple of steps back, also remaining in the present, but taking a few steps back, you're kind of able to see like the folks who show up for you versus the folks who don't, right? Because a tendency that we've been in, I want to say for maybe the last year, we're starting to kind of kind of peeling ourselves away from this energy, is where we've been people pleasing, we've been overgiving, we've been overextending, and because we're trying to, we're in the energy of, trying to be helpful and all that. But understanding where to give your energy and who to give your energy to. Because I also feel like Spirit's kind of telling you, in order for you to get certain blessings, there are certain things you absolutely have to leave behind, whether these are behaviors or people and relationships. There's certain things that you need, and you're ready. You're literally poised. You're ready. You're ready. I also feel like you are moving in the energy of being very open. Like, I feel like Spirit's telling you it's okay to be open, especially if you, because this energy has come up a lot too in past readings. Like, if you've been really, really guarded, I kind of feel like Spirit's telling you, like, it's okay. You are ready to move forward, because the roadblocks that you may have had before you, initially, those have kind of been removed. They're being broken up. Those things are being moved out of your way. So now you're ready to move forward. You don't have to be afraid. And you can move forward with complete authenticity and transparency without having to feel so guarded. Because remember, that which we focus on, we actually manifest. So for those of you who are still a little bit jaded and, in this distrusting kind of energy, because I see it based on the comments all over my TikTok, those of you who are still kind of operating an energy of, mistrust and all that stuff, there's still something that needs to be healed in order for you to let that go and stay in the present energy and not be so focused on what has already transpired or what you've already experienced, right? Because once you've already experienced it, you should be able to detect the red flags in people and situations now that you've already experienced certain letdowns and disappointments, right? And I feel like if you are building new foundations, I feel like you're being given permission, is the words I'm hearing, given permission to start formulating your own not boundaries, I'm sorry. I did hear boundaries, but I'm looking at the word blocks. So this is about you getting the freedom to now build onto your own foundations, especially for those of you who are walking away from really strong family dynamics where, there's certain things that have been in place your whole life. And now this is an opportunity for you to develop and create your own new foundation, right? And have the energy to go the distance. I actually like this. But this is also, I feel like you're having to really think about the next steps that you are supposed to be taking. There will be some change happening. But this change is taking place in order to balance the scales of a situation. And I do have regeneration in the reverse. So I do have whatever you're walking away from, the current energy right now does not support any type of reconciliation or second chance at this time. But that doesn't mean it won't happen later. It just means not right now. Okay. So let's jump into tarot and get a little bit more context and see what else is going on. But it's really, really important to stay very present, not to be focused on what happened, what you've already experienced, because that has already come and gone. Okay. Don't get yourself tied up into that, and it doesn't even have to be like Five of Cups energy where you're like disappointed and, things didn't, quite pan out the way that you expected them to. It's more about appreciating the moment that you're in right now. You cannot do anything to change the past. Okay. But it is important for you to figure out what it is that you need in order to be happy and what that looks like. All right. Okay. I feel like there's, okay. There is energy here of somebody wanting to work with you or come together to work collaboratively with you. Somebody wants to have a conversation. I feel as though, and this energy is coming fast. This is a fast moving energy. I feel like right now you are in a very, kind of like almost a meditative state, very still is what I'm hearing. You could also be very, isolation is a big thing, even though I don't have cards of that, but that's what the imagery is showing me. you may be in a very isolated state right now, because it's more of not so much of an isolated state, but more of a protective state. Okay. Kind of like you've kind of encapsulated yourself in a bubble where you're just really not allowing yourself to be influenced by outside chatter or voices. And I feel like you've got somebody here that wants to come towards you and have a conversation, because I feel like this is someone who wants to truly invest in building a solid foundation. Okay. Now, for some, you may be getting some good news about something that you've worked on in the past. And it may be coming together very, very well in order for you to have some form of celebration. Celebrating with your tribe, with the people that really are, rooting for you. We like it. We like it. We like it a lot. Okay. All right. So what's interesting is that I see this two ways. Y'all hear me say it a lot. I'm always going to say it. I do have somebody here that wants to like work with you. But and again, I'm getting fast moving energy. Fast moving energy. I feel like somebody may be overcoming their fear of approaching you. Like maybe somebody's been wanting to come and speak to you, but they've been very afraid. I feel like somebody here may be getting over, moving past that. I do get the sense that someone, if there's something here that you've been working on, I feel like you're also picking up new skills, or you're maybe learning new ways of accomplishing what it is that you're trying to work on, as I'm looking at the way these cards are zigzagging. You may not, in the past, you may not have wanted to actively work with other people. You may have been very guarded. But instead you could possibly be learning from these other people. So, okay, so say you don't necessarily want to work with other people, but you may be finding benefit in learning certain skills from other people who have either, done the work before you, or are doing the, either you went before you, or they're already doing it. You just don't really want to work. I feel like you don't want to work with other people. So you haven't actually taken those steps to do that. Instead, you are like really focusing on the learning aspect of what it is that you need to do to accomplish the goal. Okay, I see that too. Now, alternately, I also see somebody here that could potentially be watching you. They want to move forward, but I feel like this is somebody who doesn't necessarily take responsibility for the way that they move. I do see that they want to come towards you. And I feel like they want to come towards you. They have the mindset of them moving towards you in order to try to, I heard rebuild. Okay. See, here's the thing. Maybe in the past, this person, whoever you're dealing with, yeah, okay. I see where we're going. Maybe in the past, whoever this person is or whoever these people are, was somebody who they weren't, because I definitely see it. You got somebody here who was not emotionally supportive to you in the past. And it was a very one-sided relationship, and you decided to put an end to it. You may have been the one doing all of the work within the relationship or the connection, and therefore it created a huge imbalance. And I feel like whoever this person is, they may be recognizing now, kind of, if they're watching you, specifically if they're watching you, they may now be realizing their lack of effort is kind of what got them in the position that they're in right now. But this is somebody who's definitely no longer, I kind of feel like they're no longer afraid. I'm getting that over here too. They're no longer afraid. This is somebody here who wants to come in and make some type of, an offer towards you. They're wanting to come in and have a conversation. They're moving fast. Okay. I feel like this situation that you were, they want to come, I'm telling you, I hate this energy. I'm so sick of this storyline now. I apologize, but I'm only pulling whatever the cards show up. So I got somebody here who I definitely feel like they want to come back towards you, but I don't feel like you collective are inspired in the least bit to even act towards it, because you're no longer, like if you had been confused at some point, or if you felt as though somebody was making you an option, I do definitely see like you could have been dealing with somebody here who made you an option. You weren't the option, you were an option, right? I feel like you're not really inspired by the idea of even dealing with this person, particularly because they weren't emotionally supportive to you. And I feel like even if they were to come back around, I don't feel like I feel like it took a lot of courage and bravery for you to move away from this situation, for you to make a decision like, I don't want to do this anymore because I'm not happy with it. You may be in no communication at this point. I kind of feel like whoever this person is that wants to come towards you, it's interesting because it does feel like mirrored energy. Like you've been isolated. This other person is also kind of in an isolated energy. Again, really, and the Hermit's out here really thinking about what it is that would make them very happy, because this person really wants the foundation of a solid relationship. They really want the foundation of a solid relationship, and that, that it's a partnership that actually is able to see eye to eye so that you can move forward. But they're realizing where they weren't necessarily as giving to the connection as they could have been, because they were spreading it thin with other people. And whatever they thought they were getting while they were out running the streets, they didn't get that. You feel like this person betrayed you. And this person is aware of that, and they're very disappointed. I kind of feel like they're very disappointed in themselves, in the way that they treated you. This person is very disappointed in themselves. And more so because you've detached emotionally, child, and you are standing. Yeah, there's yeah, you're not even worried about this. Oh. Okay, we'll look at this later. You may have detached emotionally completely from this person. So I don't know who you are, but if you're the person that's coming back, you might not be greeted with a warm reception. Just saying. Collective, you're showing up as, being really self-focused on, your bag. You're focused on work. You're focused on healing. You're focused on your family. You're, taking care of your business, taking care of you, taking care of your, if you got kids, taking care of your kids. You got a home, taking care of your home. If you have a business, taking care of your business. You're like taking care of business, taking care of yourself. I feel like whoever this person is who has been, who was breadcrumbing you in the past, they're not really seeing any, there's a really good chance here that they won't be seeing any victory and success in coming back around. I also feel like some of the reservation, if you've been waiting for someone, with some type of anticipation of their return, I feel like if there's been some delay in that taking place, it's mostly due to somebody's pride and ego. Somebody's ego is definitely bruised here. Okay. Again, I don't feel like you're really worried about this person or this situation, but I do have something here that you may not be anticipating or expecting that's circling back. There's definitely somebody in your energy that wants to come back, and I don't think that you don't see the foreshadowing of this. Like it may not be on your radar. I feel like there's someone here too that you are definitely healing. I feel like you've pulled away from situations. I feel like you turn to God. And I feel like you may have done so. It's kind of like that real big surrender. Part of the healing journey, there has to be this level of deep surrender, right? Because you get to the point where you don't know what you're doing. You've been doing it your way for such a long time and it doesn't work. Finally, you're like, okay, God, take the wheel, because I don't really know what's going on. That's kind of what this feels like. And I feel like the moment that you decided to surrender and just, give it up to Spirit has slowly been able to kind of like unmangle your heart and your emotions so that you are in a space of healing, right? You have someone here who is deeply unhappy. And they're jealous. And they don't have a whole lot of... all these cards are in reverse. You have someone here who is not happy. Things are not quite working out the way, or did not work out the way that they expected them to. I feel like there's someone here who's got like low self-esteem, or just really just a lack of confidence, right? I'm also feeling too, you've got someone here. This definitely could be connected to your past. I feel like there's someone here who may have been trying to influence your decisions. I heard projecting energies. Yeah, you got somebody wanting to come around. This is crazy. You have somebody here that wants to come around, but I'm seeing unrequited love. This is somebody that you've been dealing with for a long time, and they don't want to let you go. But they may be blocked from communication. Like, so they may not be able to communicate with you because you've blocked them, because you're in a protective energy. So they may be trying to hold on to you, but they're unable to either travel to you or they're unable to communicate with you. You've already released the burden of the situation. They could also feel very, very burdened by the fact that they can't reach you or contact you. And then we have the Tower. So you drop them. There's a huge change. You've got someone here that could be spreading misinformation or gossip and lies. I also have someone here who could potentially be losing resources. Losing resources. I have somebody here who's very materialistic and greedy. And I feel like by you making a new choice, by you choosing yourself and choosing to end certain contracts and move forward and move on, yeah, like the Page of Wands and Death, like you literally are making new decisions to move in a new direction and let things kind of just go. I don't see anything wrong with that. And somebody's brokenhearted because of it. Now they want to appreciate you because the door to romance is no longer available to them. You chose to follow spirit. And now their door to romance, their opportunity to be with you or their opportunity to be in your life is gone. You're following your temple path. You're being divinely guided away from a situation. And this person is envious. And then they can't come forward and speak to you. So they're trying to figure out, or they're blocked from being able to speak to you, or, you know, they got throat chakra blockages or whatever. But now they're trying to figure out a way to get to you. Somebody here is impatient, completely out of balance. Yeah, this person's afraid to speak up. So they're just thinking about a way to come towards you because this person may be losing their abundance. I said over here, there's somebody could be losing their stability or losing resources. So there's somebody here really trying to strategize a way towards you because they're envious. I think you already are aware of this. Interesting. I love this whole diagonal section because we have Door to Spirit up here, and then we have Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, and then Metatron. I feel like you already know that it's over. They may even already know that it's over, and they're having anxieties because their journey is being blocked. Whatever it is they're trying to accomplish is being blocked. So, and the reason why the door to romance here is blocked is because somebody here lies or they're not getting a new start. They want a new start, but it's because of their lies. Somebody here may have also done something illegal. Somebody is afraid to tell you the truth about how they feel. I also feel too that you're protected. So if you've got new things going, like a new relationship or new job, new business, whatever, that is protected. And this person is kind of worried about the fact that they're getting ready to get cut out of the situation or out of your life for good. Yeah, this is somebody or a situation that thought that they would be permanently fixtured in your life, and that's not really happening. A significant woman or child could be relevant. This could be a woman and her child. We could be talking about your mother. Literally could be talking about anybody. All right, let's grab some index cards. Where are we time-wise? Someone cannot be trusted. Someone misjudged you. You are divinely guided to choose expansion. We love it. Somebody has no discipline. Somebody is in a mental prison. Somebody, like, while you may have clarity, there may be somebody here who is uncertain and uncertain how to move forward. Somebody is jealous of your light. You are in the public eye and you're being seen. There could be a stepmother here. You could be a stepmother. A stepmother could be trying to ruin your reputation with slander. We have someone here who's infertile, unable to birth ideas or children. Could be a sibling here, and family friends. Month of April could be of significance. Could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. Somebody here is performing candle magic. There also could be an uncle involved. There's cruelty here masked as tough love, and that's gnarly. Your spirit team is out here. Spirit says you don't deserve it, or they don't, or these people don't think you deserve the life that you're living. The month of July could also be of significance. Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo. Somebody here uses risky behavior. You are no longer afraid. Someone is stuck in the past. Someone has a secret life or lifestyle. Somebody wanted to destroy your life. Someone has sex without love, which is definitely risky behavior. Somebody uses manipulation tactics. Somebody is verbally, emotionally, mentally abusive. Your ancestors are protecting you. And somebody is refusing to change. Okay. Pin, new job or career. So you may have a new job that's coming into focus. We like it. Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. So because these people no longer have you in their life, they may be broken-hearted. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person that you shouldn't cross. So it's probably this person. Fan, romance, celebration, and party. Vine, seek out information that will help you. Again, going back to the very beginning of the reading, you may be learning things from people. You may not necessarily want to work with other people, but you have the ability to learn from them. If you don't want to work with them directly, take the opportunity to learn what you can from them in order to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? Month of November may be of significance. We have bell, announcement. So there may be an announcement coming. Mountain road, you are on the road to success. We love it. Take a look, another few. Dogs, getting together with friends. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. As long as you continue to follow spirit, you're going in the right direction. Fair man, dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. We do have this refuse to change right here. Weeping willow, family sorrow. Again, I did mention it could be a family situation. The month of October could be of significance. And dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. So I'm kind of feeling like you need to get together with your friends or with your tribe, or you'll be celebrating really soon with your tribe. The months of October and November. April, July, October, and November. Very, very significant. Okay. I think yeah, I think that's it. I don't want to pull any more cards. If any parts of this reading resonated for you or gave you clarity over your own situation, please give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate it to those who need the message the most. If you'd like to book a personal more line with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. I appreciate all the likes, shares, and subscribes, the donations, the tips, the bookings. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Keep sharing. Keep putting it out there. Let's keep growing the channel. I love you guys so, so much, and I appreciate everything you guys do for me. I love you, and until next time, take care.